Hello Cancer, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess, here to do your weekly read from the 11th to the 17th of November. And a special hello to my Cancer friend if he's listening. Hello. Okay, so thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I continue to grow and there's no words that can express how grateful I am to be able to bring these messages to you. It's so heartfelt, I can't even. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love to have you on board. And of course, you know, if the messages don't resonate, always check out other aspects of your natal sign. I am natal chart. I am using the Julia Massaglia After Tarot. I always go back to these. I have a bit of an affinity with the Rider-Waite, but they're in my box to go to my next fair. So this is my next best thing. I love the illustrations, the messages that the cards bring through. So here we go, Cancer, for you for the next week. Oh, very nice. Okay, good start to this week. Ace of Swords. I always say this is my favourite ace. Much as I love the other aces, this one always resonates with me so strongly. This is about living in your truth. It's about being able to move forward with clarity, understanding where you're going, what you're doing, understanding your purpose, understanding the direction you need to go in. This is really beautiful. So definitely on a path this week where you really get it. You really get it. You really understand why you're there and what you're doing. Okay, and look at this. So the High Priestess talks to us of intuition, having insight, understanding. I'm loving this because the Ace of Swords talks about our mental processes, our logic, our thinking, and the High Priestess talks about our intuition, our inner knowing. And what this says to me is that you've married these up beautifully to move into the next week. I particularly like it because we always talk about the balance of heart and head. And this is exactly what we're talking about here, is having this beautiful balance of both. Now, I feel like perhaps you've come out of a pretty tumultuous period, or, you know, something that's been really weighing on you because you're really ready to put this stuff down now. This, you know, problems, issues, whatever you've had around you, it's like I'm just ready to put them down and move forward now. And so there's this real feeling of release here. It's like you've had these problems and issues and you've just come to this realization with your intuition and your head. Why am I doing this? What is my problem? Why can't I see what I need to do here? I just need to put everything down and just trust my heart and move forward on a new path. It's lovely. Very nice. Okay, so we have here the Four of Cups, and we're talking here about, you know, perhaps some satisfaction or, you know, ennui with life. You know, it's like you're really not sure where you want to go. You're not happy with what you've got, but you're just sitting, just looking at what you're not taking. In other packs or decks, we see this cup being handed to this person and he looks totally like, yeah, whatever. But in this card, we see him pouring it away. So he's definitely, or you're definitely, Cancer, it would help if I put your card up, wouldn't it? You're definitely at a point where you're really reviewing your life purpose here, reviewing your pathway. You really don't like what life has given you here. Look, you're looking at this 10 of, you're carrying around way too much stuff than you need to, and you don't want to. You're putting it down. You're ending that cycle, which is fantastic, because of this. It's like everything that's coming to you in life is not what it brings you satisfaction or joy. This is why you're going to your intuition and having a new start with clarity, yet definitely moving forward here. So for some of you, you're moving forward with someone because this card clearly has two people in it. And the world here shows that you have this opportunity in front of you for something new here. But the Two of Wands talks about moving forward with passion. So something's changing for some of you. There's a clarity around this. Okay, ooh, Wasn't expecting that, which is a rare thing for me because usually I have a feeling what cards are coming next. This card here talks of heartbreak. So it could be that you're moving forward after having heartbreak. Look, it doesn't feel like heartbreak from a relationship. It just feels like heartbreak from just everything generally. It could be something from a three-party thing. Sometimes a third party is involved here, and it could be that's why you're sort of looking to move on with somebody else. But this feels to me like just with the Four of Cups here, like it's just a real sadness, and maybe you've been a little depressed. You're putting it down now, which is fantastic, and you're definitely moving forward. So are you ready to make an offer to someone? Because we now have the Page of Cups here, and this offer's only small. It's not a big thing. It's just a little put your foot in the water thing. But definitely an offer going forward for someone here. Oh, and a truth. Speaking the truth to someone, cutting someone out of your life, moving forward on something quite dramatically here. I'm going to have a recap in a moment, Cancer. I just want to pull a card. Yeah, you've had a really good thing. You've been enlightened here. Wow. Okay. Let's move forward because I want to recap. Yeah, look at this. You are the Emperor now. Something has changed for you, and I could see that with the Ace here. Okay. I feel like you've come out of a period of time in the past here where you've been very dissatisfied with the direction you're going in, and there's heartbreak here, so I'm not sure what's causing you heartbreak. You may be leaving something behind that's breaking your heart, but you need to do it. You're putting down your burdens. You've come to the end of a cycle here. I know you're commencing a new one because we have the Ace of Swords here. So you definitely got clarity here. You know your direction. You know which way you have to go. And you know what? I love that you're bringing your intuition into. So it's almost like in this card of enlightenment here, you've understood that you need to move forward because of this enlightenment you've had. So you've had a wake-up moment here. And you're ready to move forward. You're feeling, you've got into this energy here of the Emperor. Now there's an Aries connected to this Emperor here. So for some of you, this is about an Aries person. But for others of you, this is about making an offer to move forward with someone. Now it could be that you are in a position where you have been with someone, but you've had a realization that you don't want to carry on the way you're doing. So you're rebuilding this relationship with someone here. So if this is a business thing, it could be possible that you're not happy with the direction of a business or something at work because you're trying to get together with the people that count there to try and understand how to move things forward very differently. And you're really standing up to the plate here and saying, I've got an idea, we can forge forward on this because I've had this awakening. For others of you, you've reached the stage of this Emperor, which means if you're sort of looking at twin flame relationships, that you've reached the pinnacle in your life where you're understanding what you've had in the past isn't serving you anymore, and you're moving forward to offer a truth to someone about moving forward with them, like in this Two of Wands. So there's a number of things here, but the general feel is you've married up now, your heart and head, you're understanding your journey, you're putting down the things that you've had because they haven't brought you the satisfaction, and you want to move forward here. You've been enlightened, you've had an awakening. It could have been a slow process with this Three of Swords here. I was going to say Three of Hearts. Three of Swords here. But definitely with this Ten of Wands and this Four of Cups, you're ready to leave things behind and move forward. Okay, and look at this. So this is a time when this is not a deceitful energy. This is a time in the Seven of Swords that you're packing up what you've learned. You're packing up your ideas, you're packing up all of the energy around what you've had, what you've learned, what you've gained, and you're ready to move forward, and you're leaving things behind that no longer serve you. So it's very, very possible that some of you are moving away from a relationship that didn't bring you any joy. There are other people who are walking away from other things such as jobs and businesses because they didn't give them the satisfaction they needed. So you're moving forward now with this clarity. This Ace of Swords is here somewhere, probably that one. But you're definitely moving forward with a lot more clarity than what you've had before, and you're willing and ready to put down the things in the past that haven't served you. I feel like you're feeling very, almost like you're depressed, low, flat at the moment. But you've had this like realization that your life can't keep going the way it is and you need to change it up a bit. So, oh, you've got 2 cards here. Okay, so you have the card of the Devil, which says take care immediately to avoid temptation and deceit, which is quite funny after I've had that card there and talked about that. So that's the first card that's come out for you. And the second card that's come out is the Mountain. It says know that you are protected as you face challenges, but remain cautious. So I don't know what this means to some of you, but there's a caution here. Both these cards talk about worrying about temptation and deceit and being cautious. So obviously to some of you that has some bearing here. But both cards talk about moving forward, which is really important, but being able to manage a challenge of some kind along the way here. Maybe feeling a little bit too optimistic. Maybe you need to pull your tail in a little bit because you've made something, you've realized something here and you want to move forward and you're moving too quickly. Maybe there's a caution here in this 7 of Swords to slow your roll. But whatever it is, there's some reason to be cautious in here. I can't actually see it, but I do see this broken heart and I do see you wanting to move forward rapidly. So maybe it is a case of just slow down and collect your thinking before you move forward. Whatever way, Cancer, have a great week. Thank you for watching.